And welcome back. What a busy afternoon this has been, and it just got busier with this report by Dan Wetzel. Sherrone Moore has been fired by the University of Michigan, one of the best jobs in all of sports, especially college football. He is out. Exactly why, we don't know. Who will take his place, we don't know that. Bill Poggi would be the interim, recently fired by Charlotte, the former Jim Harbaugh assistant coach. Dan Wetzel, so great to have him on short notice. Dan, thank you very much. So the question is, what do we know right now?
So, due to an inappropriate relationship with a staff member, the university announced after we reported it. That'll get you every time, Paul.
Yeah. Again, he's out. Obviously, this wasn't a close call. If you let go of a coach after only 2 years, I realize we're grasping a little bit here, Dan. But just has this been something in the works for a while? That, to your best knowledge, did it just come about? What do we know?
There was an investigation into allegations of inappropriate relationships with a staff member. And those concluded today, is what I've been told, and there was an immediate firing. Michigan wasn't going to, obviously, as just a violation of his contract and pretty much anyone's workplace situation. So that was it. It's a for-cause thing. It's not performance related. I'm not sure Michigan fans are, he could have performed better in his 2 years as the head coach. Still has a game suspension to serve, but they did go 9-3 this year. They do have a kind of a young team, but it's not about football. This is an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. And so that's it. There's really zero tolerance, the university says, for that. And so Moore was gone the moment they were able to confirm that relationship.
Yeah, so as we're getting the statement now that you've been reporting, an inappropriate relationship with a staff member, clear violation of university policy, zero tolerance, end of story. As soon as we get an idea of digest this story, the immediate questions are going to be pretty obvious, Dan, and I don't think there's an easy answer, but I would like to talk through this a little bit.
Yeah.
When Harbaugh left, everyone assumed Sherrone Moore would take over. He was the right person at the moment. This is a little weird. So many coaching changes have already been made. I don't know exactly how Warde Manuel goes about hiring new coaches, but help us understand the lay of the land up there. You live in Michigan. Where do you think this coaching search will go, and how and will it stay close to the vest, or do you think it will be? I mean, who's left, I guess, is my question.
Yeah, it's the timing is not ideal, obviously, particularly, and again, the move is being dictated by actions that are outside the normal purview, right? Hey, we don't think you're winning enough, or whatever it is. So this is where we're at. Obviously, a number of coaches have already been hired at jobs. Others have renegotiated deals to stay at their job. Is Michigan enough that if you just renegotiated a deal, you sit there and say, well, I was going to stay because I didn't want to go to Penn State, or I wouldn't want to be, interested. Maybe Florida or something like that. But Michigan is different. I would be interested in that deal. That would be the question. They could also go more to the professional ranks. Obviously, that's where they got Harbaugh, who's a kind of a hybrid. He's coached college and pro. It's really wide open at this point. This was not a move that Michigan wanted to make or was planning to make. I will say that the investigation didn't take 1 second, so they probably had some advance notice and they probably put some thought into it. But does this kick off a whole nother round of the cycle? I don't know. That's really going to be the question. It is a very desirable job. They have the biggest stadium in the country. They have a ton of fans. They have a lot of tradition. They have a lot of money. It's an absolutely great place to coach any sport, let alone football. And so it's going to be a very desirable job. I just don't know if timing-wise that are they boxed out of some of them. The reason Moore got promoted was because Harbaugh, he left wins the national title, then gets an NFL job, right? And it was already into January, and there's more, and you had all of the tumult over the advanced scouting and the sign stealings and all that, and they kept it in-house. But now they can have a real search if that's possible. I'm sure there's going to be some people that are going to be interested.
There will be a number of names mentioned for this job, some who are not working, some who are. This is just, I'm literally reading.
It's out of nowhere, yeah.
This is from the message board geniuses who I don't think ever get anything quite right.
Speechless? Are you speechless, Paul? Did we finally make that happen?
Yeah, I am speechless because Urban Meyer is the number one choice, and I would be there for the opening game if Urban Meyer ends up as the Michigan head coach. But the one I do want to ask you about, Mike Tomlin's on there. Kalen DeBoer's name was mentioned a lot for the Penn State job. He's a very desirable coach, even though Alabama fans would be more than happy to disagree with me if they lose to Oklahoma in a week and a half. But is that the type of coach you think that Ward Manuel will go after, or is there a way to come up with a composite at this point?
I think that is the level of coach you're talking about, because I think, I mean, not saying Kalen DeBoer is going to take the job or wants it or anything like that. I'm just saying that level, yes. If you're sitting at a place and going, all right, look, if you're going to rank the possible jobs, the best situations in college football, Michigan's going to be in your top 5, 6, and depending on what you want, it might be even higher. It is got every resource. It's not Ohio State. It may not be Texas or something but there's also, like, they gave Harbaugh 7 or 8 years, right? Like, it took a long time for Harbaugh to really break through, and then he won. Like, there's also a bit of patience and perspective there that isn't necessarily at certain schools. Now, I'm not saying you can, you need to win. I'm not saying that, but it's a slightly different fan base. It's also a university that's really good at a lot of sports. Like, their basketball team could win the basketball title, and their hockey team could win the hockey championship. And, like, they have a lot of things. So it's not quite that interference. I take nothing from LSU, but, like, the governor of Michigan will not be involved in this. I will just say that, right? The governor of Michigan will have nothing to do no one's going to ask her. It's just not a thing. So it's a little bit, that might appeal to someone. So, again, Mike Tomlin, zero idea, highly unlikely. But he probably could, somebody like that could look and say, hey, look, Harbaugh went from the NFL back there. Harbaugh used to say, just coach, get at these jobs, it's college, it's pro, whatever. So, yeah, what if it's John Harbaugh? What if it's somebody, who knows, right? Like, it's a really interesting place to coach football. You're not going to get a ton of interference, but you are going to get every resource to win. It's a beautiful town. It's not like Penn State. You're right near a major airport in Detroit. It's just got a lot of advantages that I think would be appealing to maybe more than just your just college audience. So I don't know. I don't know where they're going to go for sure, but I do think there will be. I'm sure Ward Manuel's phone is very active right now.
Yeah, I don't know why Brian Kelly's calling me right now, but anyway, I didn't mean to get away from.
I think he would take it. He would take it. I'm sure.
I think he would.
BK's
Dan, listen,
yeah, they'll all take it.
Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, so fortunate to have somebody who understands that state like you do to give us some insight. Dan Wetzel, appreciate it very, very much. We'll talk more about this. The DeBoer rumors are already out there, but I have no earthly idea. That's just college football fans. Dan Wetzel, thank you. Dan Wetzel joining us from ESPN on the breaking news at this hour that Michigan, again, is searching for a new head football coach.
You want this, you got that. No way, watch